Thank you for joining me today. We are going to be practicing reading together. So the last couple of weeks, you guys have been doing a lot of learning and practicing with the super, silent, sneaky E. That E is magic, right? Because we've learned that when the super E is added to the end of a CVC word, it will go over to the nearest vowel and change it from saying its short sound. Our short vowel sounds are a, I, and they will change in the word to say their name. So they would say A, E, I, O, and U. We've already practiced with our A sneaky E words, our I sneaky E words, and last week we did our O with the sneaky E. And this week we're going to start practicing with our U vowel. The same rule applies. If we have a U in the middle of a CVC word, normally it's going to say However, if we add that magic E, we know that the U is going to change and say U. Let's try some together. You guys probably remember doing this last week with Miss Ernestine. She told us how the blue tiles represent a consonant letter. The red represents one of our vowels. Again, we have another consonant because CVC. However, you guys know what this is, right? The orange represents our magic E. So let's give it a try using our new vowel with the magic E. What vowel is it? That's right, the U. So we know that before we add the magic E, the U says Let's try it out. This first sound is K. And here we have, the line is first, so I know to make a line with my lips. B. K, B. Stretch it out. What word do you have if we have this CVC word? K, B. Very good. Now, what's going to happen if I add the magic E? That's right. It's going to sneak over to the other vowel and it's going to make it say its name. So here it's not going to say anymore. It's going to say U. Let's sound it out. K, U, B. Stretch it out. What new word do we have? Cube. 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 Let's try another one. We have our consonant, vowel, consonant, and sneaky E. Let's see what we have. We have another C, which is going to have the K sound here again. This consonant is the different sound this time. It has a T, T, T. K, T. Cut. Cut. Let's add our sneaky E. He's gonna sneak over and change the U. U is now gonna say its name. Cute. What new word do we have? Cute. Cute. Okay, let's see what our first sound is. We have We know this one is and t, t, t. Mutt, mutt. Let's change it up with some magic. Put it over on the U. Now the U says its name. Mute, mute, mute. Let's try one more. This time, our word is going to begin with the T sound. B, T, B. Stretch it out. Tub, tub. Let's add our magic E. It's going to sneak over and give you some of its power, right? So now we have tube, tube, tube. Now we're going to map out a couple of our flash words. Remember, our flash words are words that we want to recognize by sight because we have mapped them out and can remember by heart what those letters together say. Now, some of them are easy to sound out and blend, and they follow the rules that we've learned. However, there are some of our words that are rule breakers. And so for those words, we have to map out and memorize by heart those parts of the words that don't go along with what we know sounds to make, so that when we're reading, we'll remember them in a flash. This is our first word for today. Do you already know it? It looks a lot like the words we've been practicing, right? Right off the bat, I see an E at the end. So it kind of looks like comb. However, that is not the case. Let's see which parts along with what we know and which parts we need to memorize by heart. This is the word come. We have k. That makes sense. Here, the O makes the short U sound. That does not go along with what I know about words and their rules. So I'm going to put a heart right here because we have to remember that the O in come makes the sound. Come. Here, the M makes its normal sound. And the E is silent. So we remember come. Let's look at our next word, which also has a heart part for us to memorize. Here it is. Again, I see that E at the end. It looks a lot like the words we've been practicing. However, what's the word? Do you already know it? Have. If the E wasn't there, then that would make sense. However, the part we need to remember is that normally with the bossy E, it's going to make the A say its name, which would be have. However, that's not true for this word. Here we have I'm going to put a heart here so that we can remember that the A is still short, even though it has what looks like the bossy E. In this word, we add the E because in English, we never end a word with the letter V. We always will follow it with an E. So it's an interesting word because on this hand, it doesn't follow the super E rule. However, it does follow the rule of no V's at the end of words. It has to be VE. So we need to remember them by heart. Great job. When you finish this video, you're going to go back to Seesaw and click on Add Response. Hit the microphone button to record yourself reading the story, We Want Honey. Can't wait to hear your reading.
Discover the magic power of E. Be amazed by the heroic E as it gives all its strength to weak vowels, leaving nothing left for itself. It's an ordinary day for E when... This weak little vowel can only make a weak sound.
A hat.
What's this? T is closing in the vowel, making it weak? That weak vowel needs power. This is a job for Magic E!
The magic E goes to the end of the word. It sends all its power to the vowel. Now the strong vowel says its name.
A. Hate.
But E has no power left to make a sound. Later that day...
More weak vowel sounds that need my power!
Pin. Cub.
E to the rescue! I. Pine. U. Cube.
Please remember the heroic sacrifice of the magic E. It makes no sound. All its power is gone to make the vowel strong enough to say its name. And that's the story of Magic E.